Today we will start learning Java, and this is the first Java tutorial class that we are conducting on channel round the clock. So let's start the setup for Java. So first of all, we are going to install JDK. So it is oracle.com, then go to menu and then products, Java, and download Java. From here you can download JDK. In few minutes we are going to talk about JDK, JRE and JVM. So here you will get a JDK that is a starting point for writing Java applications. Second thing that we need is an IDE. IDE means a development kit on which we wrote Java application and execute from there itself. So we will go to Eclipse org and then download, and here is the Eclipse that we are going to download for the development purposes. So I already installed JDK and Eclipse. So here is the Eclipse that I open, and when you install your JDK, for Mac users it will install in your library Java virtual machine. Here it is. For the Windows user, when they install the JDK, it will go to program x86 under Java folder. So as we are done with the installation here, so now we are going to talk about JDK, JRE and JVM. JVM is the minute part that is called as a Java virtual machine, and it's an abstract machine. It is called a virtual machine because it does not physically exist. It is a specification that provides a runtime environment in which Java bytecode can be executed. These JVM implementations are different for different hardwares. Like for MacBook, its implementation might be different to generate the bytecode, and for Windows, it is different. And for all the operating systems on which the application runs, they have a different implementation for that. What is JVM? JVM is a Java virtual machine which is used to execute the Java programs on the platforms, like on the computer or on the hosts, Linux, Unix. Now move on to JRE. What is JRE? JRE is called as a Java runtime environment. JRE contains JVM plus the basic library files or the library files that is used to write Java codes. And JDK contains JRE, JVM, and some of the tools like Visual VM, JConsole, and many of the other tools like JShell to execute some more commands which provides the debugging and runs the Java shell commands. So many things. So, in a nutshell, if we want to say, then JDK contains JRE and JRE contains JVM plus libraries. So these are the basic classification for JDK, JVM and JRE. So let's see what is it actually means. This is JDK. That JDK contains a JRE and the libraries or the tools that we need to debug, profile, and run the Java shell commands like the Visual VM here. Java P is the profiler, Java C is the compiler. Now, if we go into the JRE, as you can see, the JRE has the library files like the jar ones, jar is the Java archive file, which is a combination of Java classes into one consolidated folder like the zip. And here you can see we have the bin. So this bin will contains the as many else tools required to run a Java application on a system. Now move on to the Eclipse. This is an Eclipse IDE that you can see here. Now this Eclipse has install JRE, which you can see you will go to Java, and then Java, inside Java you have install JRE, and that install JRE will show you the location from where it is taking it. So to set up this thing in Windows also it is same. You will go to install JRE. If it is not present by itself, then you will go to install JRE and add the Java path for against the in JREs. So this is the installation part. Today we are going to create a very simple example, and in the next tutorials we will move on to further more important topics in Java. So in Eclipse, the everything is created with a Java project. So learning Java. Here you can see we have the install JRE as a 1.8 and the patch number is 144. It will create a separate folder for source and class files. Now do a next. It will show you some of the properties like what is the project. Here you can see we have a included JRE, which is a set of jar files that is required to write any of the Java applications. Now order and export, we will talk about it somewhat later. So this is the source file for me, and I don't have any source file, so it is empty. Now we'll click the finish, and you can see my Java project is there. Now this is my source folder. I will right click it, create a new, and then inside new I need a Java package. Java package is a kind of folder that contains my Java classes into it. The simple example for packages is if I want to create Java classes with the same name. Let's say I want to create a class with name A, and I want to create another class with name A, then here comes the package. It will differentiate, it will separate the classes into multiple folders through which Java can go here and there. So it is the most important thing. The first entry point for any of the Java application is the package. So let's create a package. I will create a com and dot example dot Java, and now we'll do the finish. So as you can see, it creates a package for me. This package is something that you will go and find under src com example Java. So now if we go to the properties, you can see it is inside learning Java src com example Java. So let's create a class. In the next tutorial, we are going to talk about classes, objects. So this is a very basic setup and a very basic program. So no need to worry about what is classes and what is object. We will clear this out in the next tutorial. So let's create a very famous program, hello world. So hello world and then finish. So it created a class, as you can see, under the package com example Java with a name hello world, and every class. The naming convention in Java goes with if I create a class with a name of name with hello world, then hello world will be or must be the public class in that particular Java class file. I can create multiple classes here, class A, but the naming convention will be like the hello world is the name of my Java class, so the public class, the only one public class in this class file will be hello world only. So now we are going to create a method which is an entry point for every JVM to execute Java programs, and that method is called as main. So the syntax for it is public static void main, and it takes an argument as a string is a class in Java. We will cover it in our further tutorial. It takes an array in the argument and system.out.println. Yeah, Eclipse gives you some of the features, important features, like when you write any of the program, it will pop you up with all the informations, methods, variables, and everything from that particular object. So as out is my object, so it is printing me all the methods that out contains. So I can type hello world, and that's it. Save it and then right click, run as Java application. And now you can see we have a printed output as hello world. So in the next tutorial we are going to cover in more details about classes, objects, and some of the important Java concepts. So don't forget to subscribe, comment, and like, and we will be posting our next tutorial very soon. Thank you for watching.